Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
Welcome, First fans. Boom.
Still without Devin, as you can see.
He's outie. Just the two of us again. Just the two of us.
Just the
we
two
can
of us.
make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Are you going to put this
Quinn
in?
and I.
There's no way you put that in. That's embarrassing.
That'd be embarrassing.
All right,
but you guys got to see it first.
Obviously, we want to have a little fun when we do our shows.
This is why I am not in a singing career and I'm in fantasy football. Because, you know, you heard it.
I would be in the singing career out of everyone that does this show.
Okay. That's not saying much either, folks. But we have some waiver wire action for you. Week 6.
Yes.
Not too many,
indeed.
but a few.
Before, we just wrote our list. Devin sent us
Monday night.
his stuff as well.
We're watching the game, doing our duty here.
The Saints and Chargers are playing as we speak. There's about 2 minutes left.
Keenan Allen is
the time of this
injured.
Keenan Allen is injured, and we would just want to throw out there Mike Williams caught 3 for 75 and 2 TDs. Possible pickup.
Yeah, if Keenan Allen is hurt, then Mike Williams will definitely be a pickup for you.
Yeah.
So,
but now let's get into the pickups that we are talking about this week.
The ones we actually did a little research on.
And
why don't we let Devin go first again since he's not here? What's up, Devs? I know you're gonna be watching this.
And if you're not going to be watching this, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, why you got to be so messed up?
All right, his first pick, and it's a pretty good one, rostered at less than 1%, is Andy Dalton.
Yeah, nobody rostered that fool yet.
Yeah, but as we saw, really painful stuff happened on Sunday, and Dak's ankle did some things that we were not proud of. It's disgusting. Prayers go to him, but he looks to be out this year.
Yeah, I got lots of Dak, so I got to find replacements.
And Andy Dalton, we could see if it was Dak with all his special abilities or if it's just built on the team, but Andy Dalton could be a great quarterback. He writes, Prescott is the passing yards leader, and with huge depth at receiving core, if Andy Dalton does worse than Prescott, it won't be much worse.
Even if he does 75% of what Dak had been doing.
That's still 30 points.
That's still
basically
probably a top 12 quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got all the offensive weapons. So, and, you know, in the past, we've seen Andy Dalton perform pretty well. He makes some bonehead mistakes, but fantasy-wise, he had played pretty well through his career, and he's going to get the opportunity to play with maybe the best offense he's had. Although he had some good offenses prior to this, but he's got weapons. So if you need a quarterback, Andy Dalton.
Yep. And one more quarterback coming from me and Devin, as last week I discussed as well. If you didn't listen to me, you're the loser, not me, man. Derek Carr is still out there.
He pegged that bad boy.
And guess what? Since I talked about him last week at 50%, he gained 16% now in leagues. He's still out there in so many leagues, and he looks like he could we still don't know yet because it's Derek Carr, but near quarterback 1 talk.
Yeah. And I was saying, you know, definitely quarterback 2, but it's looking like he could be a fringe quarterback 1. And right now he's even, what would you say, it was like 7th or 8th in a couple of our leagues that we're playing in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if it's a 2 quarterback league, you have to play him.
Yes, if it's a 2 quarterback league, this is where you definitely...
This is the best week to get
pick him up or make a trade for him.
This is the best week to get him
on the cheap.
As well, because it's...
Actually, last week was the best week to get him when we talked about this.
Yeah.
Because he was cheap. Now he had a good game against...
great game.
Yeah.
Great game. 40 fantasy points for him.
A great game against Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, this is the week to get him because he's going on bye. You know, maybe people won't look at that.
That could be. And then maybe even somebody drops him. Serious, when people need to pick up stuff, they got to drop somebody, and it's those players that are on bye.
Maybe.
So make those waiver wire pickups. Yeah, it's not likely, but, you know, that does happen. So look for that to happen in your league if it does.
I see Dak Prescott staying on teams more than Derek Carr being dropped.
Both would be disgusting.
All right, let's hear one from you, sir.
Well, I think we've probably all got this guy. However, it's short term, Alexander Madison.
Yes, I have him on my list as well.
Yes. I mean, don't pay a lot for him, but if you need somebody to fill in this week for sure. He's going to be your guy. He's going to be a hot pickup.
Cook was injured.
You may not waste your fab money if you have it. If you don't use fab money, go for it.
The thing about this as well is he's rostered in 41%. So
yeah, he is rostered for sure.
So the chances of him being out there are kind of low, but you never know. And if Cook is out, he's definitely running back 2, edge running back 1 with the way that they play their running.
Yeah, he's probably top 12 for sure, I would think.
Yep.
The other thing with him too, though, is like we said, they're going on by week 7, so he's not going to be useful week 7. That's why I believe he'll be useful this week because they'll probably want to rest Cook just to make sure he's got that extra week for the bye week. Yeah. It just makes sense to play Madison this week, but we don't even know. Cook could come back and play. So like we said, don't spend a ton of money on him, but pick him up. As you can see, Cook is fragile, so
yeah,
you can pick him up, yes, and don't let him go because he's definitely a high-end running back when he is needed. So Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff. Let's hear one from Devin. Devin, Chase Claypool.
Okay, he had
as we all have seen,
he had a huge game. Now, the one thing I'm going to say about Claypool is he looked really good, but that was minus Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
Who is the legitimate number 2. So he's not going to get as much.
We don't know how long he's out.
We don't know how long he's out. He didn't come back into the game. So if he is out for a long period of time, then this is definitely going to be a good pickup.
But, I mean,
if he's not, he's going to be relegated to those 3rd and or 4th. They've got 4 wide receivers there.
Yeah. And then they still have James Conner, who does work, and a tight end of Ebron.
But you can see what he can do, obviously.
But, I mean, with 11 targets, 110 yards, and 3 touchdowns plus a rushing touchdown, you can't just not look at that.
Well, he's a big guy, so he's definitely going to be a touchdown person there in the red zone when they're there.
Let's just go ahead and finish Devin's list off with Henry Ruggs.
Okay, Henry Ruggs. A lot of people dropped him when he was hurt, so he's available.
Only had 3 targets, but 2 catches were long ones, getting him 118 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely his game. It's the speed game. He may only catch 2 or 3 or 4 a game, but, several of those will be long, juicy ones.
Yeah, so. And Devin writes as he was the first wide receiver taken off the draft board, which, should give him something. I mean, I don't know what the something is.
The Raiders. We're still trying to decide. I mean, the Raiders are looking better now.
And if you're looking at picking up Derek Carr, you might think Henry Ruggs is a possibility as well.
It's true.
And he's rostered, though, in 48%, so it's unlikely, that you have him. But if you
check your league out,
why not?
If you need
Go ahead.
To. Yeah. Another wide receiver we have is Preston Williams from Miami Dolphins.
EU.
Quinn's not enthralled with him, but last season he looked really good as a rookie until he got hurt, tore his ACL in November. Those usually take 6 to 9 months to recover, and that's to recover. Then you got to get back in the football shape. So, I mean, as you can see, his first 3 to 4 weeks, I've seen several people drop him because his game just hasn't been there. But last week is an example of what he can do. So going forward, I project him to be probably closer to that as opposed to the first 3 or 4 weeks, unless he gets injured again. But so if you need a wide receiver, he could also be a good one.
Yeah. I have one more wide receiver that nobody thinks of really.
Okay.
And it's Travis Fulghum.
Who?
Exactly. He is rostered at a surprising less than 1%. Who would have thought? He was injured. He didn't play. They didn't know if he was going to play soon. He came in. He got 16 points his first game. Second game, he just busted out 10 catches, 157 yards, and a TD, 37 points fantasy. Could be the next threat for the Eagles.
It really all depends on the health of the other Eagles wide receivers. Who's going to be out there. That's a whole mess. You got to play that one week to week. So if he's one of their top receivers, then go ahead and play him. If somebody else comes back, then you're going to have to temper that and see what you get. But because Greg Ward was a hot pickup there for a little while too, and he came back down to earth.
That's true.
So it's very tricky. One other one that some people may have dropped in their leagues because his beginning of the season was a little bit rough was Brandon Cooks. We did a little video on him being a possible top 12 wide receiver for the season. He had 8 receptions, 161 yards, and a TD. Therefore, you can see he is capable of that top 12 wide receiver. If he is feeling healthy, he's getting connected. I mean, the new coach, maybe that a whole new game plan. Maybe they're getting him involved. But last week was the first week when I watched him play that he looked like the old Brandon Cooks. I mean, he was moving well.
Yep.
He was just shaking and baking, that quick Brandon Cooks that we were used to seeing. So he's definitely someone that you could pop in and you could get a high upside top 12 wide receiver out of.
Let me just look at one thing before we close out the night.
Yeah, we're going to have one more thing just to look at for you guys. That's a pretty weak drum roll.
All right.
Just trying to stall.
I just wanted to see the roster percentage of Emmanuel Sanders. It is 62%, but if he is out there, you have to have him. 11 catches tonight as well for 117 yards.
Yeah.
Pretty good stats.
Yeah. So some of these guys are more available than others, obviously, but those are some. I mean, it's getting slim now with what's available. Obviously, we only had one running back this week that was, worth mentioning. So.
I mean, you got people out there who have possibilities like J.D. McKissick, who had a couple good targets in that game, but not anybody you could really pick up until injuries happen or somebody just explodes. Possibly, the Joshua Kelly tonight or somebody like that. But as of right now, Alexander Madison, pick him up.
All right. Those were our waiver wire week 6 picks-ups.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you want to hear more about our videos, we do at least 2 videos a week with the waiver wire, and then we do a start sit Friday, and then sometimes on Wednesdays we'll pop in with another video here or there. But click on the subscription button, and that will get you subscribed to us. And if you click on the notification bell, that will let you know as soon as these roll out to you. You can watch them right away, get the information that you need. I mean, we try to time these a little bit better Monday, Friday, because obviously Monday is... You got to have those waiver wires in right away. You can watch this early Tuesday morning, put in your waiver wires Tuesday evening and get your players. And then the start sits on Friday. That gives you time on Saturday to, put in the players you want and get ready for
the good
Sunday.
News this week for y'all out there is ESPN talked about it, and they are pushing back one day for pickups because of the Tuesday night game happening.
Check your leagues, though. Everybody does it different. We know there's the MLFs out there, there's Yahoo. I mean, all the tons of different leagues. So check your own league to see when stuff is working for you. But anyway, thanks again for watching.
Yeah.
Click that like, and remember to finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.